And we're coming back to you live from our homes. I'm Sean.
I'm Zach. Woo!
Uh,
I kind of forgot we needed to start it, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you were on it.
I've got you, man.
That's never what someone wants to hear, right? When they start a podcast, is like, oh.
Is this what we're doing?
For us, it's not the start, but for them, it's the start.
True, man. No, yeah, it's.
I mean, after all,
dude,
time's a circle and a line at the same time, so.
Dude, I've been pondering that deeply.
Oh,
You know. So that one is scheduled to upload. It's already been edited and everything. But last
nice.
week, the one where we talked about the value of nothing.
I saw that uploaded. I was like, ooh, I need to. We need to
And
listen to this one.
my mom was like, "You guys literally talked about nothing," and I was like, "Yeah, that's what I said we would do in the title, and that's what we did." She's like, "How do you talk for 20 minutes about nothing, Sean? Like you literally talked about nothing. I thought you guys would just like do what you normally do, which is like talk about nothing in a way that you're just kind of walking around in circles and laughing and stuff. But no, you were talking about nothing seriously." And I was like, "Mom, I spent an entire semester doing that." Like,
It's so
this
funny
is-
because, like, for me as well, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, like we talk about literally nothing for 20 minutes. It's no big deal. And then like, but like for some people, I could totally see it's like, what the fetch?
my brother's like, "So you're an expert?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I took one class. I'm not an expert." He's like, "So you're a novice?" I'm like, "Sure, I'm a novice."
While you are simply a novice, I'm actually a scholar.
Professor Zach in the house. Oh, hello, Professor.
All right, Sean is here for today's podcast. Perfect.
Thank heavens.
Don't forget that's only half of your attendance, though. So.
Oh, Professor.
Oh, there's the other half. You got it. I hate that. Oh gosh.
How's the day been, man?
Dude, so today's actually been pretty chill. The last couple days have been a journey though. it's been a journey. So, I'll start with today. You asked about today. Today was fine. I went to class. It was great. I had to present the reading. So like we do this, like it's called a class leader discussion thing, where like we had to sign up for a time where like we would have to like present the reading to the class, and then we'd go over that same reading afterwards.
Okay.
So it only had to be like 5 minutes long. We had to type up like a 3-page paper of like what we would go over and submit that on Canvas. It was fine. Mm-hmm. I did mine on Longinus on the Sublime. We talked about this sublimity, I think.
Yes.
What, a week, 2 ago now? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I did all of that. I'm like, great. I had to do this for another class anyways. So great, easy. I reread it last night, like refreshed myself up, and then totally BS'd it while I was up there. And this assignment is, only worth 25% of my grade in the class. It's no big deal.
Okay.
I think I did fine though. Like one of the big things was like we had to like come up with like a list of questions to ask the class, like get the discussion started, yada yada. I think we had good discussion in the class, so I think I'll do fine. Hopefully, we'll see how generous my professor is. No, I think I did fine.
Why didn't you just show the podcast episode?
I really should have, but that's more than 5 minutes. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a little bit of time limit there.
Your amount that's watchable is probably less than 5 minutes.
Okay. If I do some editing, get the good moments, it's probably like 30 seconds. That could be doable.
It's like our epic kills montage, but it's just like an episode of Spice and Nuggs that has like a bunch of MLG air horns every time we say something mildly deep.
Anything slightly intelligent.
You're like,
it's like
time is both linear and cyclical.
Boom, headshot.
360 no scope.
Nah. So yeah, that was class. It was fine. I'm just glad it's over. I just went to get some my oil changed in my car and got some other fixes as well. I mean, it was easy for me. I just sat there for an hour and a half. Took
That's not
forever.
easy, man. That's not easy.
I had my phone, and even my phone got boring at one point, so that was impressive. Um,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, today's fine. But let's dive into the past.
Let's
Back
dive
into
right in.
the midweek. So I think it was Thursday actually. I would have brought it up Wednesday, so it must have been Thursday or Wednesday night actually.
Uh-huh.
Um. So how do I phrase this without like I don't want to throw people under the bus or like make like um
Okay.
basically so my job, it is not a difficult job, really, right? Okay, it's
Uh-huh.
fine, except, well, I'm not gonna say the name or anything, but my boss is late or gone 2 to 3 times a week. Um, and they come in for half a shift on Friday once a month, and
Oh gosh.
that's the normal. That's the average. Um,
Yeah.
so something happened. We were like, she came in late. As always, but we were in a rush. We did our buildings, and then we did 3 of my boss's buildings for her. So before we left,
Oh
we did a lot. We did a ton. Um,
gosh.
we got we left a little bit later than normal. We left. We went home, and then at it was 12 o'clock. We got like a text with the picture. It was just like hey, remember to do this simple thing. Is like, yeah, of course, like that's our bad. We forgot it, right? It's like, okay, no big deal. And then she sends another picture about 20 minutes later, and one of my coworkers had forgotten to um, just restock some of the supplies on a cart and then put the rags that we use in a bucket with that we take at the end of the week. Okay, keep in
Okay.
mind the bucket for the rags and the cart is literally maybe less than a foot away. So it's like,
Okay.
okay, we can easily just deal with that tomorrow, right? No big deal. Um, but she was not happy about that. My coworker, he actually piped up and he claimed responsibility. Like, that's my bad. It's like I got thrown off, yada yada yada. And it was like, okay, cool. Um, and then about at 1 o'clock in the morning, we got this massive text from her. It was huge, and she was just railing into all of us about how she just had to go fix things in all of our buildings, and that she put her trust in us, and she has such a crazy busy schedule that, and it was insane. It was she basically just exploded at all of us. um
Okay.
and I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
what the fetch? I'm like, let's just have a meeting about this next time we come in or something, right? Um, that's also a thing that really bothered me is my boss does not confront people face to face. She only
Mm,
sends texts to people.
right.
The only time I've seen her confront someone was actually one of my other coworkers, my other coworker, and she legit was yelling at him for 10 minutes at one of our
Oh
buildings. It was
gosh.
and me and my other coworker were just standing there, just watching it happen. It was insane. Anyways, I've been thinking about leaving this job for months now, literally months now,
Uh-huh.
and that kind of just put the nail in the coffin for me. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you don't even show up to work. You're a full-time employee doing less work than your part-time employees. I don't want to hear this crap.
Yeah.
And so that night, as I was going home, I decided you know what, I'm going to apply for at least a job or two before I go to bed. Um,
Mm,
After that happened, and so I did that. I was up pretty late. It's fine, whatever. But
sure.
actually, um, The next morning, I got a call for an interview from the place I applied to. Literally like 8 hours earlier. I was like, dang, okay, cool.
Cool.
So I went to the interview, got hired on the spot. That was lovely.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
proceeded to drive straight down to my office in Lehigh and dropped my key off and told my boss I quit. I just left.
Dude.
I even had this like internal struggle of like, do I like I know it's a professional thing to put your 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
But I came to the conclusion that she did not deserve 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
I just quit on the spot. And
She hasn't been professional, so
I was,
why
yeah.
should you?
and then I actually had my first day at that job on Friday.
Wow.
And
Holy crap.
yeah, so like literally, it was like just a. And then I had school and crap with all this going on. It was just like things just happened throughout the weekend. And then on Saturday, I went up to my sister's because my parents had flew into town, so I was up there visiting. And then Sunday, we all went over to my brother's house and made like a cool dinner and played games. So like, and like that was super fun. But like this whole last couple days have just been crazy. Like there's just been so much happening.
Dang, bro. That's kind of epic, and I think I'm like a little more in love with you now.
Oh yeah, I mean, really, that's what I was going for. So,
No, but seriously, man, that's I I I'm just like, wow, that's so much stuff. And like on Saturday, like almost all I did was play Celeste. Like that's
yes, yes.
I also recorded with Ben, but like other than that, like it was nothing.
That's what I kind of wanted my weekend to be, but it's fine. It's fine. That'll be next weekend, I'm sure.
So are the people at the new job? I know you've like worked there 1 maybe 2 days, but like does it seem like chiller or like
Oh
less
yeah.
insanity? Okay.
So I'm gonna be a tutor, specifically working with kids for like to work towards the ACT before they
Oh,
take that.
back to tutoring, huh?
Yeah, yeah. See,
Attaboy.
I had already planned to leave my job with the city in March, so I could find a job that would look a lot better on my resume, right? Before I
Right.
graduate. And then like that, all those events just like sped everything up. I was just so sick of being there. Um, and yeah, it's great. But no, I shadowed two people on Friday, two different people. And they were both super nice. We got along. We laughed. One of them likes anime, so we talked about anime for like an hour. It was great. And then my boss, like, she seems like she has like no cares in the world. Like, so that's great. I'm like, all right, sure.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm going back in today. I have to be there at 3. And I'm only gonna be there for like an hour just to finish up doing some shadowing, and then I start with students tomorrow. So
Awesome. And I
crazy
guess this
stuff.
means we get to see you in the evenings again, huh?
Yeah, no, literally. So Friday, I got back. I got home around 7 o'clock, 7 or 8. It was so strange, like
Yeah.
being home and having time before bed, because literally my nights were go to work, come home, do a reading for school, and go straight to bed. Like that's what
Yeah.
like my life has been. But no, like I normally walk through the door and like Ethan and Jacob are both asleep in their rooms, and like I have to make sure
Yeah.
I'm being super quiet. Like just like being home when Ethan and Jacob were awake still was so strange, so bizarre.
Yeah, because you moved into where you're staying now right when you got that job, huh? It was like the
Yup.
same time.
It's
Yeah.
basically been a
Wow.
year since I've been there, nearly. So
Dang, bro. Wow. Well, I'm happy for you.
thanks, man.
Congrats. Good job.
I'm so happy to be out of there and into a new spot. So
It'll be good to see you again more regularly. I mean, as regularly as I see anyone free, like to be honest, but like still.
yeah, yeah.
Like I did hang out with like Clay last week at some point, so that was cool. So
Oh,
like I
nice.
don't know, we'll be able to hang out, maybe kiss a little,
I mean,
whatever
yeah, no,
we
yeah,
have time
yeah,
for.
yeah. I mean,
I
I could
mean,
make room. I could make time.
just like Kiss a little. Kiss a little. Yeah! Kiss a little. I
don't know if that's my new favorite or most hated outro song we've ever had. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll be real with you. As soon as you started telling your story, I was like, oh, we need to do an outro song. So this whole time I've just been like waiting for a natural moment.
You were just waiting for me to shut up so you could get the outro song in.
I was waiting for like us to have some good banter back and forth that really like it didn't work.
I know, Sean. You were like, Zach just does not shut up. How long does this story go? We have an outro song we gotta do. I get it.
I care about what you're doing. I need to know when you're home so that I can stalk you more effectively.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you haven't been doing a great job, but you would have known all this stuff before I told you.
Well, I did, but it was common courtesy to listen.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, bro. That means so much to me.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I got him to do it.
Fetch! I legit saw a video of somebody did something like that. They were like, oh, for sure. And then somebody actually had a great comeback, and I can't remember what it was. I'm so upset.
That's amazing. That's the most beautiful thing I've heard today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, let me think.
What about yesterday?
Yeah. What happened yesterday? I played my guitar yesterday, so.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely more beautiful then. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
I tried to learn Lone Dinosaur from Land Before Time for my nephew.
I love that series.
And I really didn't succeed because I listened to the song once to try to figure out how it goes. And then as soon as I started playing it, I realized that the chords and strumming pattern were the exact same for a different song I already know. So I was singing the words of Lone Dinosaur to the tune of Ghost Riders in the Sky.
That's honestly
kind of cool.
Kind of embarrassing.
It was. I felt like a fool. Like, I mean, come on, like freaking. Ghost Riders in the Sky. I actually don't remember what the chords are. I don't know if you could tell.
Sean, you legit could have played anything there, and I would have been convinced. So.
Oh, yeah. How about like? Do you recognize that?
That sounds so familiar, and give me a second. I like play it one more time. Play it one more time.
One more time.
We're playing Guess the Song.
This is fun. Yeah, this is great. This is a new episode thing on our show.
Gosh, I know this is gonna be so wrong, and especially since I haven't actually played the game. But is it Stardew Valley?
It is not.
Fetch.
That's not. It is a video game, and it does have to do with a type of animal.
Have I played it?
It is a game you've played.
Wait, why do you sound so confident in that?
Because I watched you play it.
You watched me play it?
Uh-huh.
Did I stream it?
Yep.
It's not Undertale.
It is.
No. Wait. What?
You remember the greater dog?
Oh, holy fetch, yes? Wait, whoa. I forgot about it, yes.
That's the greater dog theme. Here, wait. I mean, you could pull it up if you want as well, but I'll send it over.
Oh, no, I like making you do work. This is great.
Greater dog. Theme, please. There we go.
I'm so excited to demonetize this episode of Spicy Dance.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's fine. Yeah, do it. Because it's worth it, honestly.
Magic.
Freaky! No. I got an ad. Hang on, guys. I muted it. Don't worry.
Oh, Akko.
No, this is definitely a professional podcast that has been going for almost 4 years. We have these things down.
Trust me, we know what we're doing. I was editing podcasts before Zach even called me. That's what I've been doing today. Like, come on. Is it
Okay,
through?
okay, yeah, it's playing. Sorry, I was playing it over you because I didn't want to listen to your voice.
That's understandable.
I will say, the reason I probably didn't recognize it is because it sounds very different. Like
Oh yeah,
from
totally.
in the original soundtrack, just like with how it's presented.
Yeah,
Um,
like it sounds like dogs barking.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe if I just
Maybe if you were barking over there, I would have got it.
bark, 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 bark,
Dude,
bark,
that's from
bark,
Undertale. Oh my
bark,
gosh,
bark,
I'm so good at this
bark,
game.
bark, 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 bark.
I love how the first comment on this video is, "This is the Rickroll of the Undertale universe."
It is
And
though.
you
It
know,
actually is.
they're not wrong.
You remember the part where the dog steals the jewel or whatever it is, the ancient orb?
Oh, wait. Okay, here's the thing. It's this is so strange, but when it comes to Undertale, I have vivid memories of like specific parts. Other parts, like it would never come to my mind unless someone mentions it, and then it's like, oh, holy
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Like, how did I forget that?
Yeah.
Like, and
Well,
that's one
they're
of
like,
that.
yeah, no, I understand that. That moment is so beautiful to me. You work so hard to figure out probably one of the most difficult puzzles in the game because most of them are pretty easy.
Oh,
And
I
then you
never
finally get
struggled with any of the puzzles.
true. Yeah, you were like an angel sent from heaven
Actually,
gifted
I
by
never struggled with any aspect of that game.
the guy who never beat Papyrus.
What?
Um,
Wait, did I not beat Papyrus?
so here's the thing with Papyrus. If you reach 1 HP while fighting him, he locks you up because he's not trying to kill you, he's capturing you. But his locking you up doesn't work. So if you can just leave and go fight him again. But if that happens 3 times, he just lets you pass.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
you never
yeah.
you never reached the end. You never saw Papyrus's special attack. You missed it all. Yeah.
Sean, there is a void in me now.
But
There's
you are the first person I ever saw not complete get past Pyro.
I
I've
don't
never
know
seen
how I should feel about that. I'm gonna be
you know,
honest.
every other person I saw got past him. Like it was a battle. It was tough. They had to use healing items and stuff, but
There was healing items in Undertale?
yeah. There's tons of healing items. What are you talking about?
Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, you buy like little stuff from the shop in Snowden Town before you go fight Papyrus. Like the cinnamon bun and the bicycle.
What? How? Okay, I need to go play this game again and
You do.
actually beat Papyrus.
You need to restream Undertale, young man, because I want to watch you play it.
And then go through a different ending completely.
Yeah, sure.
What? Here's
Why
the
not?
goal. I will spare exactly 50%.
It's funny. I'm watching a guy play through Undertale. I guess I decided it's time for that again in my life. Today, and he, he's like a opera singer. That's like
Okay.
he was an opera singer. Now he's like a voice actor for stuff. And so he's like doing it through the lens of music. He's like really trying to pay attention to the music and how it affects the theme of each area and each fight, which is really fun because I freaking love the soundtrack of Undertale.
Oh yeah.
And it helps you like see all the little subtle nuances and how they reuse stuff to like bring back feelings. Anyways, whatever. But he like many people do, I think, like played like a minute of the game to like test it out to make sure it like everything was working before he recorded.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then he reset for the actual recording. But Flowey remembered that he had met him.
Oh yeah.
Flowey was like, why are you making me introduce myself again? Someone ought to teach you
Dude, he
manners.
just jumped into the deep end from the very
Yeah.
start. Then.
And I was like, I've never seen that before.
That's so
I've
cool.
seen where you I've seen where you complete an ending and then go back and Flabby has different dialogue, but not where just like it was different, and I was like, oh my gosh, holy cow! And yeah, actually, I mean, I know for sure if you like kill Toriel or something and then go back to redo it, like Toriel will say something along the lines of like, I feel like I knew you before, like we were already friends in a past life or something like that. And then there's like a line of dialogue just before you fight her where it's like, why are you looking at me like I'm a ghost? Like,
Oh!
yeah, it's really cool.
I never got to reconcile with Toriel
You
and
need to do
apologize for
that.
all the monstrosities. I legit didn't
uh,
realize I had any other option.
yeah.
Okay?
Well, I think that's well. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna come down on you because that's what the Undertale community does. The idiots. They come down on people for how they play the game, which is stupid. The whole point of
How
the game is
dare
choices.
they?
And the whole point of that first encounter is, okay, they gave you like a mechanic where you could spare enemies. How much does it really matter? This boss doesn't seem like you can really spare her. I guess I gotta just fight. That's
Yeah,
the whole
that,
point.
that was exactly my mindset going into it. So,
I think it's awesome. I think it's super cool because then everything else that happens becomes so much more impactful.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like
Anyways,
that.
have we talked about anything in this episode?
You got to listen to Zach's crazy week and rant, and then we talked about Undertale.
We talked a little bit about Undertale. Yeah, this was definitely just a rambly episode, huh? How much
Everything always comes back to Undertale.
everything does, especially in my life.
Um, Before we close, speaking of Undertale, you got me on the topic, Sean. So,
Please
so
go ahead.
here we go. I just one thing I will never forget is whenever my phone rang in Undertale, I was always or always. I mean, I tried to
Yeah.
always call Toriel. I was
Hmm.
determined. I was fetching determined, and it never worked, and I was so disappointed every
I
time.
do remember just like every single time you're like, Toriel? And then it'd be like Papyrus, and you'd be like, oh, I like Papyrus, but.
I need to apologize, Sean. or like or like I do we talked about this before already, but like my reaction was Sans. Like I feel like everybody loved Sans. Like that's like the classic Undertale
He's the funny meme
playthrough.
skeleton.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, Sans, you're cool, but Toriel or Papyrus.
It's funny, the guy I'm watching, the opera singer, he like Papyrus is his least favorite character.
What?
Um,
What?
Part of it is because he gets sick of hearing Papyrus's theme so much throughout walking through Snowden, you know?
No, no,
Um,
no. How?
but also part of it is I think he's just like more of a serious dude, and like Papyrus's antics aren't as funny to him.
There's only one problem with having that opinion.
That
And
it's
that is
wrong.
that it differs from my opinion, and my opinion is the baseline for all opinions. So,
Everyone's opinion should build off of Zach's and not differ from them or contradict
thank
them
you.
in any way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody who understands.
But what if, right? What
Sean,
if in
Sean.
the linear and cyclical nature of opinions, as
Mm-hmm.
we start in the circle of yours, go down out of that, down the line into the other circle, what if some other opinions get mixed in that become wrong and then infect your circle of opinions and then the whole line and circles are infected?
There's only one problem with what you're saying, even though I do think it is a good theory, and it could have possibly happened if I didn't have preventative measures for this.
Oh,
You see, that
do
is
tell.
my opinions are a prison. There's no escape.
My mind is a prison, baby. I'm freaking so metal. I'm so edgy. You don't want to see the deep dark underneath. You don't want to know the dark thoughts I think about. Sometimes I wonder if, like, think about, like, something really happy, like Papyrus? What if, wait for it, he was like sad? Oh,
Thank you all so much for watching. I'm still Zach.
I'm still Sean.
We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. Kiss a little, kiss a little. Yeah! Kiss a little.
Hang on. Oh, whoa.
Have you seen, you know that meme? You know the meme, right? Where it's like a bunch of like gamer girls being like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then it cuts to like the guy, he's like, he's like, you know that one?
I don't know if I've seen this one. I'm gonna be honest.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Quick, send it to me. Send it to me. I'll distract the listeners.
Distract the listeners, Zach. Give me 1 second.
You are being distracted. Pay no attention to the typing sounds in the background because you are currently very distracted from that. Do you feel distracted yet? Sean, you're not supposed to be distracted. Stop, Sean. Stop paying attention to me.
Right
Sean,
one.
Sean, you are doing something else.
That's the right one. Wait, just wait.
I'm
Ew,
I'm waiting.
Gross. Oh, these are disgusting. These are so much worse than the one I saw. There it is. Okay, that's the right one.
I just want to know what came up in your Google feed now.
Dude, there it is. You can let everybody.
Oh, it's a video
right now. Oh yeah, let everybody hear it right now.
All right, here we go, listeners.
Yep.
/ watchers / people. Nice.
No, I literally, because I was looking for that one where he's kind of like choking, you know, it's like, it sounds pretty gross, but it's not horrible.
Right,
I just watched someone projectile vomit in a different one of those. That's what I just watched. So, yeah, that's not what I was looking for at all.
That's nice.
So.
Well, I'm glad that I made you see that. I feel great. Oh, whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.